Hello everyone, welcome to IxamBee. Embrace the IxamBee learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. The SEBI legal vacancies are expected to come. We are hearing about its notification will also be coming out soon. But more important for you is to know what is all that you should be prepared for before the notification comes. Because once the notification comes, all you need to do is just study, and prepare and revise. So you should be in a position to sort out all the important information before the notification comes related to various aspects of the exam. And this is what we will focus on today. As I was stating, there is information that SEBI notification will also be coming out in the next 3 months over the period of October, November or December. So this is your right time to start your preparation. And IxamBee currently is doing the Big B Days sale where you have a chance to get up to 65% off on the various courses available, including SEBI Legal and Mega B Legal. So let's understand what are those aspects that you can strengthen and not waste your time after the notification comes. The first is you should know everything about the exam and the selection process, which includes your exam pattern and what is the syllabus that you need to study. The next is you should already be knowing what has been the past trend in terms of vacancies and the cutoffs and the application trends. And last is you need to learn from the past by looking at the type of questions and the level of questions that you need to prepare and the sources from which you can prepare. If you sort all that out today, once the notification is out, your focus will only be on the preparation and the revision and how to ensure your name in the final list. Right? So this is very, very important video. So please pay attention till the last. Let's first talk about the first aspect, which is understanding the exam. The selection process actually happens in 3 stages. First 2 stages are related to your exam, which is phase 1, which is qualifying, after which you move to phase 2 exam. Again, both of these are your exams. And the last stage is your interview. And this is done when you qualify on the merit basis from your phase 2 exam. So let's understand first the phase 1 pattern. The phase 1 pattern consists of 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is testing your aptitude, checking your knowledge on general awareness, English language, quantitative aptitude and test of reasoning. This is a 100 marks paper. If we look in the past, there are a total of 80 questions, 20 from each of these 4 segments that are asked, and you get 1 hour to complete this. There are no sectional timing or sectional cutoff for paper 1, which I will tell you why is very, very important for you, because this will help you to focus on and strengthen 2 major subjects for you and another backup. So you do not need to be an expert in all the 4 subjects for this particular paper. Your next paper is specialized related to your stream, which is in your case legal stream, 100 marks paper. We've seen in the past 50 questions of 2 marks each is how this comes. You get a 40 minutes, enough time is there if you have prepared well. There is a generic cutoff of 30% marks for paper 1, minimum 40% for paper 2, and an aggregate 40% for your combined paper. That means out of 200, 200 marks, you need to get at least 80 marks in total, provided you get 30 in paper 1 and at least 40 in paper 2. So you can strengthen accordingly whichever paper you are better at. Your phase 2 again happens in 2 papers. Paper 1 is testing your English drafting skills with the help of 3 questions, one on essay, the other on précis, and the third on reading comprehension. This is a typing paper. This is descriptive, but you type it on the computer with the help of a keyboard. Your second paper is your legal paper. Here, this is your legal paper, which has two parts. There are descriptive. This pattern was introduced in 2004 by SEBI, 24 by SEBI, in which they introduced the descriptive part. So you have three descriptive questions of 10 marks each, right? So you have 30 marks for descriptive, and you have 70 marks for your objective paper, right? So this is of 1 mark. So the total of 100 marks paper divided between objective and descriptive. Here you can see the weightage is more to your paper 2. 2/3 weightage is given to your paper 2 and 1/3 to your paper 1, right? But this, apart from the minimum cutoff, this list that you qualify for phase 2 is merit based, right? So usually 3 times the number of vacancies is what are called for interviews after phase 2. Okay, so let's, having understood the pattern, now move on to the syllabus. So phase 1 syllabus for legal stream consists of your constitution, your various contract acts, including the Indian Contract, Sales of Good, Indian Partnership, and Specific Relief Act. The constitution has a 20% weightage, while all the 4 combined contract act has a 25% weightage. Then we have certain parts related to the CPC, which, along with the Transfer of Property Act, Arbitration and Conciliation Limitation, and Limitation, have a 25% weightage. Then the Administrative Law, Jurisprudence, and important Latin terms and maxims have another 20% weightage, while Law of Torts and Consumer Protection has a 10% weightage. If you are looking to prepare for SEBI seriously, SEBI exam, similar kind of a pattern is also there for IFSC, whose vacancies are now open. You can apply to it till the 25th, so you can even check that out for your preparation. Phase 2 has a different syllabus that is provided, where you will be studying your criminal laws, all the 3. Of course, these will now be replaced by the new laws, which will be your BNSS, BSA, and your BNS, right? So the newer laws will now come into picture. Then which will have a 30% weightage. Then there are the corporate laws consisting of your Companies Act, LLP, and the IBC, having another 30% weightage. And the remaining 40% weightage is given to various securities law like the SCRA, SEBI Act, Depository Act, and various other regulations related to insider trading, stock exchanges, depositories, and the various intermediaries that SEBI is regulating, right? So this is the syllabus. If you understand it well, you time it well, you can start your preparation. A lot of these laws you also study for various other exams if you have been giving, apart from the securities law. So you can start strengthening your corporate and securities law, which are asked in a great depth in the SEBI exam. We'll also see ahead how these questions have been asked in the past, in what percentage, and what is the weightage of them actually given as per the syllabus or not. Having understood the first part, which is the pattern and syllabus, we now move on to understand what is your competition going to be like, so that you just not prepare, but you prepare with a goal of reaching the final list. So let's have a quick look at the vacancies and the cutoffs. In the past, since 2020, since when IxamBee has been guiding for this paper, we have been tracking, and the number of vacancies have varied, with a good number of vacancies in double digits being coming. Only last year we saw, because there was a bulk recruitment that happened in 2023. In 25, we can expect again double-digit vacancies to come in place. If we see the application, usually we see it in the range of 5,000 times, or approximately 4,000 to 5,000 times applications coming into place. But the ones who are actually serious, you can see, despite the applications, the number of students who go on to give the exam can drastically drop. So first you have to understand, it's not just application and whether the vacancies will come or not. Are you serious for this or not? So only if you are serious and you want to make your name in this final list is when you should get over with the thought of when the notification is coming, because it is going to come. And what we are seeing this year, they're not giving much time after the notification comes. So for example, IFSCA, they came now, and within 1 month your phase 1 exam is happening, another month and your phase 2 exam is happening, right? So you need to be prepared for all these aspects before the notification comes. The phase 1 cutoff, you will see 80 all the time. Why? Because as I told you, this is generic cutoff. So all you need to do is clear paper 1 and paper 2 with a minimum of 30 and 40% respectively, and 40% overall. This is the easiest cutoff to clear, and SEBI was the first one to start with such kind of cutoff, which is giving you a very, very good opportunity to actually move ahead if you are very, very serious. You can see the people who actually clear phase 1 ranges between 15 to 60% of the people who actually appeared. So it is not difficult, but if you are serious and you work in a focused manner, that you ensure that you are clearing paper 1 and paper 2, you can make it to the phase 2 with a little more focused preparation. The cutoff last year, for the last 4 years for phase 2 has ranged between 65 to 71 marks, as you can see over here, right? So this has been the range. So it is very, very good for you to aim for anywhere around 75 on the higher side to ensure that you move to the final list also. Remember, the final cutoff is made with an 85 and 15% ratio between mains and your interview, right? So 85, given that fact, your phase 2 marks, you should not just aim for a minimum cutoff, you should aim for a higher marks, right? People called for interview is usually 3 times, but we have seen even 5 times last year, the students who have been sometimes in the past. So usually 3 times they are called for the interview stage. The overall cutoff, you can see, is around 70 to 72 marks. Okay, so this is what you have to prepare for. Out of 100, you need to aim for 75 above kind of marks. That is when you are aiming, you will be able to ensure. So that's the level of preparation you need to do. As I stated, IxamBee has been guiding for the SEBI legal exam since 2020, and we've ourselves also seen an increase in the selections over the years in the SEBI legal exam. You can check out our courses for 50% faster job preparation, because our pedagogy consists of crisp content with a combination of 4 aspects: video lessons, study, live classes, MCQ booklets, and practice at the exam level, in the online format at the concept level, chapter level, section test level, and the full exam pattern mock test level. A combination of all the crisp content in these various formats helps you to prepare 50% faster in a focused manner as per the requirement of the exam. Moving to the last aspects of learning from the past. It is very, very important, as I said, to do focused and goal-oriented study. And to do that, understanding what are the type and the level of questions that come from various acts. As I already showed you the syllabus, you know the syllabus, but what to study and what type of revision to do is very, very important. So here is a detailed analysis of all the acts mentioned in your syllabus and how they have been asked over the years. Here you will see for phase 1 and phase 2, phase 1 and phase 2 together. But in 23 and 24, the syllabus for phase 1 and phase 2 was separated out, and these topics were included only in phase 1. Therefore, you are seeing them only for phase 1, right? So yes, constitution, the weightages they have defined, they have asked in that manner. Constitution of India, 13 questions. Then your 4 Contracts Act together, they have asked in the past. Okay, so another 7 questions have been asked. Then CPC, 6 questions. If I see the last 2 years, there is 4 to 6 questions that have been asked. Transfer of property, 3 to 4 questions. Arbitration, 3 questions. Limitation, 3 to 1 question. Administrative laws, jurisprudence, Latin terms have been asked consistently, 2 and above questions. And law of torts and consumer protection, these two again have a 10% weightage, and we have seen 3 to 6 questions being asked in them. Moving to phase 2, here as you can see, we are seeing phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2 again, because this was common syllabus. Only in 23 and 24 the questions, the syllabus was separated out in phase 1 and phase 2. Okay, so CRPC, IPC, which will now be of course the newer criminal laws that will be asked, there have been a consistent pattern in terms of the weightage that they have given and the questions that have been asked. Your corporate laws, Companies Act, IPC and LLP have had seen the highest weightage being given to the Companies Act, one of the very, very important acts. So if you're wondering where to start, you can start with Companies Act, and in phase 1 you can start with the Constitution and the contracts, various Contracts Act. Then we have the various securities law related acts like your SEBI, SCRA, depositories, and the other regulations and rules, where the maximum questions will come from the first 2 acts, that's the SEBI and the SCRA together, right? So this we have seen in the past. If you want to see the exact questions, you can find them on our website on IxamBee.com. You can go under the previous year papers, you will be able to find questions for SEBI Grade A legal exam, right? So you can see legal papers of various years, all the last 4 years, you will be able to see, and the level of questions and the type of questions that have been asked from here. So now is not the time to just wait for the notification, but actually be ready for the examination and the notification. And we wish you all the best for your preparation. You can check out the various sources to start for your preparation. IxamBee has a comprehensive course and also an exclusive guidance course where a study plan, personalized study plan is given to you, guidance is given to you of how you can proceed ahead. You can download our app and subscribe to our channel, because I'll keep coming with more details about how you can prepare, which chapter to focus on. We'll delve into a little more details about your preparation for the SEBI legal exam. If you have any other query, you can call us at 920-5524028 or write to us at hello@ixambee.com. Thank you. Wishing you all the best.